Hello, hello. This is Aubrey Burch with Easy School Marketing. I'm excited you're here with me today. We're going to talk about 5 things that you can outsource immediately. All right. And you're going to be surprised by some of these. I haven't shared them with you before. So why would we outsource? Well, first of all, if you're a small school and you're not outsourcing, that's probably a problem because most likely you're dealing with a small team with limited resources that can't really get those important tasks done and move through because they are too busy, especially during these COVID years when either your enrollment has increased and you are being stretched thin. Your most important job and the one thing you cannot outsource is relationship building. Relationship building with your families, alumni, everything. That you cannot outsource, my friend. So let's talk about the 5 things you definitely can. Number 1, graphic design. Okay, that's a no-brainer. You know, why I make the postcards, and believe me, we should be doing a lot more graphic design than you probably think you should be. Like your annual report, all that sort of thing. Anything that you need help creating, you could easily outsource. It's not a problem. And you just submit the data and they can put it together. They can even ghost write some of your content. It's what we do with some of our clients too. Number 2, social media posting. Okay. So yes, you can. One thing I would recommend if you're not already doing is a scheduler, right? But let's say you're just slammed and you don't have time to post to the multiple different platforms and monitor when a platform goes down and something doesn't post right and everything like that. Then take it off your plate. You can easily provide photos and descriptions, and as a social media manager gets to know your school, then they can start writing on their own and ghostwrite for you, and it ends up being a time saver because who has time to post everything that your school is doing on social media? All right, so that's number 2. Number 3, your entire annual fund. You think I'm joking? I am not joking. Now, I am not talking about the relationship building part of annual fund. That's up to you. You need to be really connecting with those donors if you're not already and providing stewardship. But everything else, the content creation, the emails, the graphic design work involved, everything else can be outsourced. Your entire plan to fundraise, outsourced. We do it with our clients. You'd be surprised. You can outsource and save so much time and energy and frankly money by just outsourcing your annual fund and just focusing instead on relationship building, because relationship building with those donors is what's going to actually move the needle. You don't need to spend that much time on the copy of your annual fund solicitation letter. Trust me. All right. Number 4, all copying, editing, and creation. So whether it's for your marketing, whether it's your head of school newsletter, whether it's your bulletin, people can write for you. And I would say, especially for schools who maybe have only 1 or 2 good writers, people can ghostwrite for you and they can edit for you. So the goal would be to make sure that you're offloading as much of that as possible for all those things that maybe either happen weekly or during a certain time of the year, or your marketing, your website copy. All of that can be outsourced. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And let me just say, it's probably better that it is, because they're going to know how to talk to prospective parents, how to talk to current parents, and stuff like that. Once again, something we do constantly with our clients and they find extremely helpful. And number 5, okay, your high level strategy for advancement. Okay, so this is admissions, development, and marketing. If you do not have someone on your team who is looking at all 3 of those departments and setting the strategy for them, you're missing out and you're actually costing a lot of time, energy, and money for your school. It's all interconnected. Someone needs to be in charge of looking at all your communications, all your marketing efforts, all your admissions efforts, and all your development and fundraising efforts, and making sure that they're all holistically working together and that you're actually doing the best practice and strategies that will get you the most results. Once again, something we do with our clients and can be easily outsourced, right? It doesn't have to fall on your shoulders. I think a lot of us think we need to hire an advancement director to see this high-level strategy, when simply hiring, frankly, for a fraction of the cost can get you the same results. So you definitely want to do this. Now, I'm going to give 2 bonuses here because I know everyone wants to hear about a bonus. What else can you outsource? Ads, okay? I always ask my clients to run their ads for about 6 months just to understand how ads run, right? Because there's some great places, independent school advertising agencies, they're wonderful, but you also need to know when something is successful and when it isn't, and not to rely solely on the knowledge of others. That is just a checks and balances thing that every school should know, okay? And then number 2 is website design. Now, in the age of Squarespace and Kajabi and all the cool, fun tools and website designs out there, sure, you can absolutely design your own website. But sometimes figuring out, the best navigation and everything like that requires a pro. So that is something else that you can easily outsource. And there are many companies that works exclusively with schools because they know how prospective parents especially come in and use sites. So I hope that was helpful. Now remember, do not outsource your relationship building. Everything else can be outsourced. And if we can help, let us know. Aubrey at easyschoolmarketing.com.